Monday the 24th of October 2011. Welcome to today's United Kingdom talk. To be honest, the entire house at the moment is smelling of onions. I did a homemade pizza. As regular viewers will know, I now make my own pizzas. Oh, that's so tasty. I do cheat a little bit. I buy a base that's already, ready. And I just put my stuff on there. And I chopped up an entire red onion and a pepper and some slices of tomato. And I realised I'd bought the pizza base. It's like you get it in a tube. And I'd bought the thin base one, and there were actually two in there. So I used one of them, expecting to use the other one for today's lunch, for Monday's lunch. So I had a very nice pizza yesterday. And what I did, I chopped up these bits, and I used half of it, and I put the rest, I just put it on a plate. I didn't cover it or anything like that. That's the onion and the pepper and the tomatoes, and I just shoved it in the fridge. That was yesterday, Sunday afternoon, okay? And I've just come back from work now. It's actually, I'm recording this show actually at midnight, or just past midnight, on very, very early Monday morning. It's like 5 past midnight on a Monday morning for me at the moment. And when I came in from work, I did a Sunday night quiz. That's started again. Sunday night quiz at Belushi's in Hammersmith, to be honest with you. I mean, don't tell anyone, but we could have done with a few more people joining in. We only had 4 teams joining in tonight, but it was a good laugh. And I got indoors in my hire car. I've got a hired car at the moment. Okay, there's a story to that as well. I can't do it all in one go. Just a minute. Don't rush me. Don't rush me. So I've come indoors from doing the quiz. I thought I'll have a cup of tea. I've opened the fridge, and this smell of onions, it's so strong, it's unbelievable. I actually picked up even the milk bottle, fortunately not the milk itself, but the milk bottle itself now smells of onions. And I opened this door, and for some, it seemed to spread very quickly. The entire house now smells of a raw onion, which I have to say is not unpleasant. I am a great fan of onions, although they do give me terrible wind. Do you have trouble with that? Whenever you get onion, do you have trouble with that? Onion wind? Oh, and it's awful, isn't it? But the whole house now smells rather pleasantly, I have to say, of onions. I just hope that when I go out tomorrow night or tomorrow, that I too don't sort of attract the onion smell. I mean, is it a little bit like smoking? You know, when you smoke, or you go into a smoky room or something, and you've only got to be in there like 30 seconds. You come away from there in the fresh air, and your entire amount of clothes and body stinks of cigarette. And I've got this dreadful feeling it's going to be the same with the onions. So the entire fridge and the house itself, the fridge is the worst. The entire fridge now smells of onions. I've got all sorts of stuff in there. There's milk, there's the other pizza base, but it won't be used till tomorrow. And I thought, well, maybe I should take the, or later today rather, maybe I should take the onions out. But I've kind of decided to myself, the damage is already done, so I might as well leave them in there. Might not. Yes, I've got a hire car at the moment. My car developed a little bit of rust where the brake light is at the top of the back windscreen. And I checked up with the Toyota insurance, and their rust, non-rust guaranteed for many, many years. So when I had the damaged as caused by the person who bumped into the back of me a few weeks ago now, I did inquire about this, and the bloke checked my car and he said it looked like it had already had a repair up there, and I was, quite stubborn and said, well, it's never ever been repaired. That this is the first time I've taken it in for repair, for the damage caused by the driver who went into the back of me. Anyway, so he said, I'll tell you what, I'll get the warranty bloke down from Toyota to have a look. So last Friday, the Friday just gone, I met the warranty bloke. Very, very nice in Toyota. I've said time and time again that the customer services that Toyota give, I have found I've been with them now for 5.5 years, I've had a Toyota, are absolutely second to none. They really are. And I went in there, the warranty bloke met me, I was half an hour early, he was on time, so I made myself a cup of tea and sat down, because I got tea and a television in there and all this. And the staff are always very nice to talk to. I use the Toyota in Bracknell. It's sort of Octagon. I'll mention the name because, you know, they give such good service. And I want you to know this. Octagon Toyota in Bracknell. Sales, the servicing, the body shop. Fantastic service from all of them, right? Although you don't really have much to do with the sales. You know, you buy a car and that's it. You don't hear from them anymore. It's the servicing department that are really, really good. And so the bloke come out, the warranty bloke came out and shook my hand. He says, well, go and have a look at the car now for you. Thank you very much. And off he went with the garage man, whose name was Joey. Again, a very nice man. And they were gone for about 10 minutes. And then Joey, I didn't see the warranty bloke again. Joey came back in. He says, all right, Chris, the bloke is rather unusually. He said, that's fine. Yep. There is definitely a problem with the paint. We can do that for you. If you want, I can take it off you now and you can take another car away with us. So that was all very, very quick. They must be a bit short of work at the moment. That's all I can think. Because usually you have to book these things weeks in advance, don't you, when you're doing body work or anything like that. So they've given me a beautiful Yarris, a top-of-the-range Yarris. And I'll be honest, I'm quite taken with this. And this Yarris, it's got all the mod cons on it. Now, usually when I buy a car, it won't be a top of the range. It'll be the basic one, you know, because you kind of think, oh, I don't really need that. Don't really need that. You know, it's all stuff that you don't need all these gadgets on it. But this one, this Yarris, it's an automatic, and I'm used to driving one with gears, or in the States you call that one with a gear shift. A stick shift, I think you call it in the States, don't you? This one is automatic and it's wonderful to drive. It's wonderful to drive. And in the middle of the console is like a computer screen, and it's got integral in the dashboard, sat nav, and it's got this Bluetooth thing which wirelessly connects to your iPhone or whatever mobile phone you've got. It will stream the music from your iPhone into the extremely good car hi-fi system. I mean, it's a really good hi-fi. Remember, this is as has come with the car. They haven't added this on, okay? The hi-fi system in it's really good, and even I can call people, ring people, and I haven't got to have a thing in my ear. The call comes through the loudspeakers, and you just speak normally as you're sitting in the car, and the other end hears you, and there's little buttons on the, or not buttons, it's a touch screen. This is a touch screen thing, is this, in the middle of the Toyota Yarris, and I'm so impressed with it. I've got to say I'm tempted, but not tempted enough. Not tempted enough. You know, I've got a Toyota Igo, and when I bought that, I said to you, if you've been with us for 5 years, you'll know all this. I said to you then, I wanted to keep this for a good 5 years. Get 250, I wanted to keep it to get 250,000 miles out of it. I'm now at just coming up to 150,000 actually. So I reckon I'll have it for another 3 or 4 years before I trade it in. And hopefully by then, they would have brought on the electric car technology a little bit better, because at the moment it's just not there. The electric cars are very expensive. I think 25 grand for an electric car, and they can't do the miles. You know, unless you buy one of the really expensive ones, look at 90, 100 grand, you're only going to get about 100 miles, 120 miles out of a single charge, and that's not suitable for me. Not suitable for me. I would need. If I'm going to buy an electric car, I want it to do 250 miles on a single charge, and then I might buy one. And the prices have got to come down as well. You know, who can afford £25,000 for a car? Do you know what I mean? And it's all very well saying, oh yeah, you know, you can get one of those buy one, pay later. But I don't like that. You know, I know you've got to have a loan for a car, but there are limits. You know, I'd borrow £10,000 for a car, but I wouldn't borrow £25,000. I think it's just too much. You know, so I don't know what you think about that. What about you? Are you happy with your car? What car do you drive? What would convince you to have an electric car? Do let us know, okay? The email address of the show is chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. So very, very nice hire car I've got for a few more days. It's a little bit bigger, but it goes in the garage. I love it. I love it. That Toyota Yarris they've given me, I absolutely love it. If Toyota are watching this and they're willing to give me a little bit of a discount, if I buy a new one, please do contact me on the same email, all right? Chris at unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Some emails then. Hello to Jeanne Evans, who's become a regular correspondent to the show. Hello, Jeanne, who says, always enjoy your daily chat, Chris. Please excuse my spelling mistake. My son's name is Nick Evans, not Ick. Oh, don't worry about it. Till tomorrow, she says. Thank you, Jeanne. Very nice to hear from you, my darling. They're not always daily. You know, I've got quite a lot going on at the moment, so they may not be daily at the moment. But I do them as and when. Do you know what I mean? As soon as I can. Nice to hear from you, Jeanne. Hello from Cabby Nick, who I haven't heard from ages and ages. I wondered where you were. I thought you'd abandoned me. I know you're doing your own little show now, but that's what happens. People start doing their own shows and they leave me. They leave me on my own. Please, Nick, stay with me. Hang on in there, baby. That's a good name for a song. Nick says, silly me, I should have brought your bush baked beans in with me today. I could have dropped them up at Belushi's tonight. Well, I'm only at Belushi's now on Sunday nights. Remember that, Belushi's Hammersmith on Sunday nights for the quiz. Have fun, get to them soon. At the other two Belushi's, I'm at Belushi's on Fulham on Tuesday nights. Nick, all right, if you want to drop them there, 9 till 12, Tuesday nights for karaoke. And Belushi's in London Bridge, that's Borough High Street, on Monday and Wednesday, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. on both days. Also, that is doing karaoke, all right? Hello to Duffy512, who enjoyed the videos of Las Vegas, who says, good adventures from for us all, from Ian. I'm glad you enjoyed those, Ian. As I say, I think there's still a short little video to show you, maybe another one, I'm not quite sure. On the subject of videos, the show that was Wednesday, let me just double check this for you. Those of you that tried to watch the show dated Wednesday the 19th of October 2011, those of you that tried to watch it on an iPhone or an iPad won't be able to see that one. Now, the reason is not a technical issue. The reason is there is music on that particular show, you know, a proper whole record on that. And due to copyright restrictions, for some reason, you're not allowed to watch that on an iPad or an iPhone. You can, however, watch it on a normal laptop or a PC, okay? So once again, the show dated Wednesday, the 19th of October. That's the one with the beautiful fountain and the music at the end. Because there's music on that, copyright restrictions say that you can't watch that on an iPad or an iPhone, but you can watch it on a normal computer or a laptop. All right, boys and girls, time for me to go. Thanks very much for watching today. My name's Chris Reardon. Once again, the email address, if you want to join in, it's always lovely to hear from you, is chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. See you on the next show. Bye-bye.